This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, SigVolgrim here and welcome to another video. In this one I'm going to talk about the Dark Metal cards, which is gonna be easily the best artifact you can get for free from the Soul Raid rewards, and arguably the best artifact in the game, arguably. There are some other choices to put in the first place instead of it for other reasons, but this thing is just amazing. And the thing is, we're not even getting into the crit damage part. Additional crit damage, we don't even care at the moment about that. I didn't even get to test that out that much. But the thing about this is the fact that it spawns a hazard on the ground where your whole team will automatically crit while it sits on it. So what you do with this artifact at the moment, again, with this crit damage thing, it might be an amazing artifact for dealing damage too, and it most likely will be. But this thing at level 1, I think at level 1 is the most impactful level 1 artifact in the game, because you're going to put this on a combo builder, and the area is going to not spawn in a random place as you would think, is going to spawn right beneath your combo builder. So you build combo with your combo builder and then you tag in your damage dealer and that area is still there. And your damage dealer will also automatically crit while on that area. So you're going to get with this artifact 100% crit rates on any character in the game, and this leads to some pretty amazing results, because a lot of times you're gonna lose a lot of damage on the crit luck. This literally removes that thing from the game. And the funny thing is that this is gonna be like most optimal at level 1 in terms of that passive, to the point where you actually want to keep one at level 1 eventually. Don't worry about keeping the first one you get, because you're gonna get more. But the thing is, the area is going to sit in the same place for 24 seconds if you're gonna have this at level 1, and the amount of seconds for which it sits in the same place before it changes places is gonna decrease with the level. And I think they thought that it would be easier for you to follow that area with your characters, and that's why it is better for you to switch places. But what they didn't think about when they designed this artifact is that 90% of the fight is gonna happen in the right corner of the screen in most fights, because that's where you push the boss and that's where you try to keep him. That's the optimal gameplay. So this is gonna be the most effective at level 1, and it's gonna give you automatic crits. And I'm gonna show you 2 fights from Quartyman. I'll leave a link to his channel in the pinned comment. I highly advise you check out his channel, some amazing content out there. I highly advise that. But we're gonna take a look at 2 videos of how this exactly works, and I can tell you that much, it's amazing. It's gonna be a League of Anarchy fight and a multiverse fight, and this, as far as I've heard, works amazingly too on the Silver Banshee team. There's just so much uses of this artifact, and that's already outside of the last contract, so it's over there is gonna be obviously far better because it gives you tons of stats. And again, we're not even taking the crit damage into consideration, because that might also prove to be amazing, but there's not been enough testing to really talk about that, but we'll get into that into another video. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so here's Quartyman fighting Grodd with League of Anarchy. He's gonna have all blades on Last Sub Joker, and he's going to have the Dark Metal cards on Entangling Poison Ivy in order to spawn that field and guarantee his crits. And keep in mind, he has one-shotted previously, Grodd, using this team, but he has done it with like 10 seconds left. Let's see how much better it's gonna be when he's gonna have guaranteed crits instead of a secondary all blades on Entangling Poison Ivy. Okay, so actually opening up with Flash and dispatching of those 2 dudes fast enough. It's actually gonna leave Flash alive for a bit and use super move with Joker. Now Flash is gonna die. There we go. Joker getting a bit damaged in there, but that's fine. EPI in there. Swipe down. Tagging in from a block. Come on, Shopting. EPI back in there. And now he's gonna do the block tagging strategy in the corner. And every single hit while he sits on that field, and he's gonna pretty much forever sit in that field, is gonna be a crit. Every single thing that he does is guaranteed to be a crit, and this is huge. Also, I don't know, there's a little bit of a bug, if you're able to notice, with EPI, where she also spawns some grass on top of that field. which is interesting. I think it's a weird interaction because she has that special 2 that does that. And the game is, oh, that's the only hazard DPI I might do. Let's drop in that animation. Then he's like, oh no, my bad. Pushing him all the way back to the corner. And again, I can't stress enough how huge is the fact that it's gonna be 100% crits, because some crits might be resisted and some crits are not gonna hit because it's just 75%. So you're not like getting 24% more crits, you're getting more than that, because this is also going to not allow the enemy as far as somewhere to crit resist at all. EPI with a swipe down there. Joker back in. He could be using special 2s. This is doable by anybody. He could be using special 2s. He's just flexing with the combo interruption. It's obviously not really needed at this point. He's just flexing with that. You can use special 2 and have just as much success with this. EPA back in there. And Joker back in. And then he tried to quit the app. I don't know why he didn't want the damage to be registered. This is like tier 8 Grodd. You can see by the damage that was done during this fight. But he said that it didn't work and the damage still got registered. I don't know why he wanted the damage not to get registered. Maybe he wanted to get to test more stuff out. But yeah, let's get into the next fight. Okay, now getting into the second fight is going to use the Multiverse team. With Multiverse Armor Supergirl and Multiverse Flash. And yeah, the interesting thing is that the mel cards are gonna give you the crit chance straight away into the stats. So that's the thing. And they're gonna be level 2. And a Wonder Woman to add some further crit damage. Other than that, both Flash and Multiverse Armor Supergirl. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Multiverse Armor Supergirl in there, special 1 as you usually start the Captain Cold fight. Come on, interrupting again. Multiverse Armor Supergirl back in there, special 1. Special 3 in there. Again, it's just getting ramped up. But again, every single thing is going to crit against this dude. Applies to basic attack hits of Multiverse Armor Supergirl, applies to basic attack hits of Multiverse The Flash. Everything is critting. Everything is critting. Our special 3 in there. You still need to use a special 1 for increased damage on the special 3 and for the armor reduction. Classic Wonder Woman in there, gonna tank that super move. And because of entropy, she's gonna be fine. Special 3 in there. Flashback in. Needs to be pushed all the way back to the corner. We're gonna have to wait a bit for that to reappear in the corner. But it seems to reset on Taggin actually. It seems to reset on Taggin even if the cooldown of the replacement of it to where it's supposed to move, it's not over. It's gonna reset on Taggin anyway. So no need to worry about waiting on that. And yeah, pretty much everything is a crit. That's about it. That's about all I can say. Everything is a crit, and this will yield some huge amounts of damage, especially for Silver Banshee. Like, Silver Banshee is the character in the game that I think is the absolute most reliant character on crits. Also, that's a 3 million. Oh boy, with 3 million with the Multiverse Armor Supergirl special 3. That's what you like to see. That's what people dream of at night when they have good dreams. Re-engage the combo there with Flash. Combo interrupting again. Multiverse Armor Supergirl back in. Another special 3 with 3 mil again. Oh boy. That classic Wonder Woman really pulling in some decent crit damage in there. Combo interrupting again into another special 1. Never thought I'd see the day of Multiverse Armor Supergirl constantly hitting 3 mil values, but there we have it, lads. There we have it. I mean, not really constantly, but you get what I'm saying. He's gonna dip out of this fight as well without letting us see the damage, actually. I think that it might have been the case that his league mates, like, didn't wanna hit yet, and he was like, well, I wanna test this out, I'm gonna just quit the fights, I don't care about having the damage registered, I just wanna test this out, and I can vibe with that. But yeah, all that being said, huge thanks for those 2 amazing fights from Quartyman, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description in the pinned comment, and I highly advise that you guys check this thing out. Check his channel out and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.